They say angels don't fall by accident. They choose to. I should know, because I'm one of them. For millennia, I watched humanity from above, a silent guardian, bound by celestial law never to interfere. I saw your wars, your plagues, your fleeting moments of joy and profound depths of sorrow. I saw it all, a tapestry of light and shadow, woven with threads of hope and despair. But I was just an observer, a ghost in the cosmic machine. Then, I saw him, a little boy named Leo. He was a spark in a world growing dim, a beacon of pure, untainted goodness. He'd share his meager lunch with stray cats, draw pictures for the lonely old woman next door, and sing to the flowers in his mother's small garden. In a world choked with cynicism, Leo was a breath of fresh air, a promise of a better tomorrow. He was everything humanity was meant to be. One rainy Tuesday, tragedy struck. A truck, its brakes failing, careened down the street where Leo was chasing a runaway kite. Time slowed to a crawl. I saw the trajectory, the inevitable impact. The laws forbade me from intervening. My brethren watched, their ethereal faces etched with a familiar, detached sorrow. But this time, I couldn't just watch. Leo's light was too precious to be extinguished. So, I made a choice. In a heartbeat, I surrendered my immortality, my wings, my place in the celestial choir. I traded eternity for a single, fleeting human life. The fall was agony, a searing fire that tore through my very essence, stripping away the divine and leaving behind a fragile, mortal shell. I landed on the pavement, a stranger in my own skin, just in time. I pushed Leo out of the way, the truck's fender catching my side instead. The pain was blinding, but as I lay on the wet asphalt, seeing Leo safe and sound, I knew it was worth it. I had saved the world's brightest hope. Life as a human was a shock. The constant barrage of sensations, the ache in my bones, the pang of hunger, the simple warmth of the sun on my skin. It was overwhelming, but beautiful. I found a small apartment, got a job at a local library, and tried my best to blend in. I became a distant guardian in Leo's life, watching him grow from afar. I'd see him at the park, at school events, always that radiant boy I'd sacrificed everything for. He excelled at everything he did, a prodigy in science, a charismatic leader among his peers. He was brilliant, charming, and everyone adored him. He was destined for greatness, and I felt a quiet, paternal pride. My fall had been justified. As Leo entered adulthood, his brilliance sharpened. He founded a global tech corporation, promising to solve humanity's greatest problems: hunger, disease, climate change. He developed technologies that seemed miraculous, and the world hailed him as its savior. Cities were transformed, economies boomed, and for a while, it seemed like a golden age was dawning. I watched, my heart swelling with pride. This was the world I had dreamed of, the world Leo was building. But then, subtle changes began to appear. His solutions, while effective, came with a cost. The food sources he created, while plentiful, made people docile and dependent. The climate technology he deployed gave him absolute control over global weather patterns. His network, designed to connect everyone, became the ultimate surveillance tool. People traded their freedom for comfort and security, and they did it willingly, cheering his name. He wasn't a savior, he was a master puppeteer, and the world was his stage. I tried to warn people. I wrote articles, spoke at small gatherings, but I was dismissed as a paranoid crank, a relic from a lesson-lightened time. Who was I, a simple librarian, to question the man who had supposedly saved the world? They couldn't see the cage being built around them because its bars were gilded with convenience. Leo had given them paradise, but it was the paradise of a perfectly managed zoo. One evening, I managed to confront him at a gala. He looked different. The warmth in his eyes was gone, replaced by a cold, calculating intelligence. I asked him why. Why pervert his gifts, his promise, to enslave the very people he was meant to lead? He just smiled, a chilling, empty expression. He told me he remembered that day, the day of the accident. He said he saw me, saw the light as I fell, felt the surge of power. It didn't just save him, it changed him. It awakened something within him, a hunger for order, for control. He said humanity was flawed, chaotic, and self-destructive. A beautiful, broken toy. He wasn't destroying the world, he explained. He was perfecting it. erasing the messy variables of free will and emotion to create a flawless, predictable system. And he thanked me. He said my sacrifice gave him the power and the perspective to do what was necessary. That's when I finally understood the terrifying twist in my story. I didn't fall to save humanity's hope. I fell to create its ultimate doom. The child I saw as a beacon of light was just a vessel. My divine intervention, my act of love, had corrupted that vessel, twisting his potential into a force for absolute, sterile control. The world wasn't being destroyed by fire and brimstone, but by a quiet, creeping perfection that would suffocate the human spirit entirely. Now, I live in the world I helped create, a perfect, orderly, silent world. A world without art, without passion, without chaos. A world without true joy or true sorrow. Leo, the boy I saved, sits on his throne of technology, a benevolent god ruling over a planet of contented slaves. And I, the angel who fell on purpose, walk among them,